Hi guys, it's KJM and I am back with another Countdown to Christmas movie review. By the way, happy Halloween. I really wanted to be Jessica Rabbit this Halloween, but I did not have plans, even though y'all know I had a wig ready. So I'm just going to be what I naturally am every day, which is a black Barbie. And funny enough, I didn't grow up playing with Barbies. I was more of a tomboy, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Batman type of girl, and I loved puzzles. Like, I'm the girl that's always reading. I'm not the girl that like guys have crushes on. It's so funny how feminine as I've gotten older I became, but I was really a tomboy, I think up until like my mid 20s. Yeah. And I still kind of am, but I just, I always had style though. Don't trip. If you knew me in college, I still had style. I was a tomboy with heels, baby. And you couldn't graduate from Mama Michael's school, okay, my mother's school, her charm school, without learning how to walk in heels, at least by the time you were 12 or 13. She was going to have me out there moving around like no linebacker in corporate America and no heels, baby. I glide. All right, so let me get into this. I'm going to definitely struggle with this title because I did not take French in high school or college. Yo hablo español un poquito in high school and college. So, I don't know nothing about the French. But I think the movie that premiered Sunday at 8 p.m. was Joyeux Noel. Joyeux Noel, okay? And I was going to actually try to rewatch the movie so I could have all the French names and themes in my head. But I'm giving this movie a 6 out of 10. You guys know my scale. If I give it a 7 or above, then it's definitely something to watch. And actually, as I was watching this, I wish I had given Mystic Christmas an 8 instead of a 7, because this movie kind of fell flat when Megan and I were so sure it was going to be the best movie of the weekend. But we definitely agreed that Mystic Christmas had the best writing, acting, chemistry of the entire weekend. Okay, let me get into this review. So this movie is starring J.C. Elliott and Brant Daughtry. Okay. Now, first thing I'm going to say about this is J.C., while I love the representation, I love a good plus size queen, honey, I am not always a fan of her acting, and Megan feels the same. For Grey's Anatomy, she comes across as pretty flat in her acting. I was kind of happy where there was just that last season where she was a bartender and she wasn't up in Grey's giving us that dead acting. JC, I'm gonna need you to have some feelings. Last year on Christmas Day, if I remember correctly, she starred in My Southern Family Christmas, and I actually really loved her in that. But she was playing an abandoned daughter who was actually, going to New Orleans to meet up with her biological father and find out why he left her. Also, she had very good chemistry with her lead in that movie, and he was super hot. I mean, Brant is cute, but her lead from My Southern Family Christmas, baby, I wanted to be out there with Pierre Noel and them gators, just so I could be closer to her lead. And I can't remember what the male lead's name was, but he looked like a young Clark Kent, honey, with the glasses and everything. So I loved her in that movie. And if I recall, I think I gave that movie a 9 out of 10 last year. This movie, Joyeux Noel, it's a no for me, 6 out of 10. And part of the reason is they had Brant's character playing someone who is moody. I think his name was like Moody Marcus. Dear God. And she was like supposed to be Believe in Love Leah. Her acting was so dead, these two lacked chemistry, that I really felt he should have been the one that believed in love and she should have been the one that didn't. Everything about this movie and the writing should have been great. I love a good romance mystery, honey. And how it starts off is Leah and her mom are in this like antique shop and she buys this music box. She takes it home and she finds a journal/diary in the music box. And it turns out that this journal is connected to a famous painting at the Museum of Modern Art. The same painting that Marcus God, I hope I'm not getting Brant's character's name. Shoot. The same one that he saw. And, I have to realize the characters' names really don't matter. It's really about the theme of the movie, but I think his name was Marcus. Okay, this is why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. You notice I didn't struggle with too much in these other reviews, but I'm struggling with this one. So, she finds the music box. They both see this painting because it starts off with him being at the Museum of Modern Art, and he sees this painting, and he's like, eh. She finds a journal that's connected to it, and these two meet at work. He's a journalist, and she's a copy editor. So in my Southern Family Christmas, she played a journalist there. So here in this movie, in Joyeux, Noel, she plays a copy editor that desperately wants to be a journalist. And she starts telling one of her coworkers how she found this music box and this journal that she's pretty sure is linked to this painting in the Museum of Modern Art, and there's a romantic mystery there, and I love a good romantic mystery. But also what she was saying to us was there was this huge part of her that still believed in love, even though she had not found it yet, and she believes in that fairy tale love. So as she's reading the journal, she tells her coworker about it, and he thinks it's a great story, so he pitches it for her in an office meeting. Only thing is her boss gives the story to Marcus. And he basically, doesn't want the story because he's going to have to fly to France in 24 hours and go to this Christmas market. Who the hell doesn't want to fly to France quickly and go experience a mystery? Well, they weren't sending them to Paris, and I think Paris is the one having the bed bug issues right now. I don't think it's all of France, but I understand, Brant, why you, aka Marcus, why you may have been a little skeptical to fly to France tomorrow. But baby, if somebody told me that I could fly to France tomorrow morning on their dime to do some work, I'd be there in a heartbeat. But then again, there is the bed bugs. But I'm sure in this movie there weren't bed bugs. Anyway, Leah convinces her, she convinces her boss to let her go if she pays for her own ticket to go to France and for her to be able to help Marcus. And so she does. She goes ahead and she helps him. These two are on a romantic mystery of trying to find out what happened to F. F wrote these letters. It was his journals and his love, Ava. And Ava has another French name in front of her name, Ava, but I can't remember what that is. Anywho, so the two of them were secretly writing love letters, and they were leaving it in this church, in a little brick, like in a church, in a little enclave type of thing. And for some reason, they were teenagers, and they were supposed to meet up one day and then run away together. But then, of course, F writes his last letter when he waits for Ava all day and she never shows up. And this movie never tells us why Ava did not show up. But between Leah believing in love, Marcus giving up on love, they work together and they solve the mystery. They find F, which I think his name was Francis. So they find him, and he's still living near the Christmas market. He doesn't know what happened to Ava, but through the times he found a great love that he can share art with and passion. And so the movie didn't end the way how you think, where you find the two lovers or you find the riddle of, the answer to what happened to Ava. But you realize that it is better to love and lost than to have never loved again. I think that was the theme. I don't really know if I agree with that. I really don't. But I'm going to tell you, that was really like the theme of the movie. And so towards the end, we're seeing that the Christmas market, has also brought Leah and Marcus together. God, I really hope his name is Marcus, or else this is just a mess. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I've had a long day, and it is Halloween. I've eaten a lot of candy. Forgive me. Anywho, these two supposedly fall in love, and that was another part of the movie I just didn't buy. It was very dry. It was very flat. There was no chemistry between the two of them. You guys know Brant from The Baker's Son. He also was in #Xmas last year. So he has done performances where he's got chemistry with his lead. I just think if they had switched him and made him the person that believed in love and her the person dead inside, because she was giving her dead inside performance, And JC, I love you. I think you're wonderful. I think you're beautiful, but you've got to work on bringing life into some of these happy-go-lucky movies. Anyway, I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Y'all, did y'all watch? Just let me know.